button. J-E on the button.
Hello, I'm just leaning back like I'm not about to do a show. I'm just chilling. I don't know. This one?
My mic. This one?
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Hello, look who's back with me today.
Hey. Oh, I'm looking cute.
So today, first of all, hello, I'm your host, Benita Spinner. You can find me on all social media at benitaspinner.com or Benita Spinner CEO. You can find me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. And also, if you are wanting to follow BMSTE Radio Show, you can find us on all social media at BMSTE Radio Show, as well as you can go to our website at bmsteradioshow.com for any shows that you may have missed, and if you'd like to contact us to be a guest or sponsor or advertise on the show. Chan, would you like to introduce yourself and tell everybody how they can find you and what you do?
Hi, everybody. I'm Chandra Gore, the VP of Talent for BMS Talent Entertainment. I am also the principal consultant for Chandra Gore Consulting, and I'll do a lot of other things, but you can find me on all social media, C Gore Consults or Chandra Gore Consulting, and then there you'll find my other pages. So
tonight what we want to do is we want to be able to talk about support.
Exactly.
And there have been a lot of people since I've started my journey on being entrepreneur 3 years ago that have been instrumental in my progress and being able to keep moving on the days that you don't want to move anymore. So I kind of wanted to shout out some of those, talk about some of those companies, and also let you guys know about them so that you can know about some upcoming events, things like that that's going on. We have a lot going on with the whole BMS Talent and Entertainment brand. And, you know, of course, we now have Chan on board with us, and we have a lot going on. So we want to kind of talk about that, as well as talk about some of the other people who have been instrumental in helping us move forward in our journey.
Yes. So for me, I actually support businesses and find them sponsorships, promote their events, get them started, do some PR as well. But there are some other businesses who have been in my corner, starting out with you, Benita. You actually, you did. You took a chance on me, like in my craziness, and there's a method to my madness, and you brought me onto your team, and I'm thankful for that.
Oh, thank you.
You know,
I'm thankful to have you. I feel blessed too.
So, I mean, it's an amazing thing when you have businesses who support each other, like genuinely support each other and want to see everybody win. Like your need to, well, your passion for making sure everybody feels supported and making sure you celebrate everybody's wins, and that's the good thing about it, and I thank you so much for that.
Oh, I was not expecting that, and I did not pay her to say those things about me.
No, it's true, though.
But I appreciate it.
You know, we rock hard together, and that's just how we are. We have to do it.
One of the things about support is that sometimes people think that support comes in a fashion of monetary. But when you're an entrepreneur and you're out there trying to get your business out there, promote the events that you're doing, a simple share is awesome. A simple call, hey, Benita, that's great. I noticed what you're doing. Those things go a long way. Everybody can't come to every event. Everybody can't You know, everybody don't have the money to say, you know, I can go to this comedy show, I can go to that, but just acknowledging, you know, what people are out here doing, because this entrepreneur grind is something fierce. You have it's rough at times, but it's also very rewarding as you grow, and as you can see you making footsteps in your, and you can start seeing that traction in your hard work. And one of the first things I wanted to make sure that I acknowledge is actually where I'm sitting right here now is Ripped Radio. Yes. Ripped Radio Network. As you know, the show kind of ended back in December, and a lot of people were asking, you know, what happened, what's going on. Unfortunately, due to uncontrollable circumstances, the show did end kind of abruptly. However, when I first initially wanted to start the show, I had a lot of questions. I was, you know, fearful. I kind of wanted to do it because I wanted my own platform, but because of some of my own insecurities, I just didn't know if I really wanted to put myself out there. But Trump, who owns Ripped Radio Network, he answered all my 1,001 questions. He made me feel, yes, I had 1,000 questions, and I was texting him all through. I think I booked in April, and the show didn't actually start until September. And every time I thought of something, I would ask, and he never made me feel like I was being a pest. He just answered my questions. And then when the show went off, Benita, I'm not coming back. You got to do what's best for your brand. But is there like a little hope that you might come back? And he was like, Benita, I don't know. I'm just done. But he did make the effort. He did come back. And when he told me that he was going to come back, yeah, everybody has the opportunity. I could have took the show somewhere else. I could have done all types of different things. But in this business and being an entrepreneur, loyalty, and him being able to come back and have a full roster of shows that people are going to stand by him and rock with him, you got to come out here. If you're looking for a place that you could have your show, is professional. His emails a little rough. They straight to the point. You know, put your armor on when you get his emails. They're not personal.
You be doing that.
Oh,
I'm gonna have to lighten up now.
You be don't punch nobody in the face with the words.
Nah,
he and stuff.
Nah, he don't be bold. He be just straight to the point. Like, don't do this, don't do that, and yeah, he's straight to the point.
But I get that.
But I can respect it, because when you have adults that, you know, sometimes don't know how to behave, and you got to kind of talk to them like kids, I get it. Never took offense to his emails, because when you understand the business of being an entrepreneur and you understand you're trying to make your stuff right. I made a post yesterday is that I'm an entrepreneur and I'm sensitive about my ish.
But you gotta be.
I am sensitive about my ish, and this is his ish. So if you're looking for a place to host a radio show, if you want to come out your comfort zone, if you're trying to create your own lane, please reach out to Ripped Radio Network. And where can they find you? Where do you want them to go, Trump?
They can Facebook, Instagram.
You want them to go in the messages?
They can go right on the website too.
Go on the website, rippedradionetwork.com. And you can also find him on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter. And you can go to Ripped Radio. Again, Trump, thank you for coming back. I really do appreciate it. Thank you for the platform. I really appreciate it. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back and forth. And I think I'm going to do this once a quarter so that we can make sure that we're highlighting these businesses that are out there in the trenches, in the struggle, so that you, the audience, can know where you can go to find things. A lot of times people want to do stuff, but they don't know who can do it. You know, you get all these recommendations on Facebook, who does this, who does that. So we want to help you bring some of these places to the forefront so you can know where to go get your needs met.
And some of these events that are coming up, I didn't submit the flyers because it's a laundry list, but I'll shout them out because it's very, very important for us as women to support each other.
Absolutely.
So, yes. So even though they're not clients of mine, but I still got to support my girls because we out here grinding just as hard as everybody else.
Absolutely. Not taking away from the men. Sometimes I feel like I take away from the men because I do a lot with the women. But I'm a firm believer that if we as women can stand united, our men is going to be good.
Exactly.
But as long as we as women, we got to stand our place. We got to kind of, stand together and stand strong. And once we do that, believe me, our men are going to follow. They're going to do what they have to do to make sure that they support us. So that's that. So one of the things I wanted to talk about, I'm gonna start with me first. Since we started back in December, a lot of great things have happened to the Bonita Spinner brand that's under the BMS Talent and Entertainment umbrella. Since January, I have launched 2 books. One is an anthology that I took part in called Reflections. You can order this at BMSTE. BonitaSpinner.com. And then this is the second one that just launched in April. And this is a compiled piece that I actually put together with 10 other women who are sharing some amazing stories about themselves. And we're going to have them on the show next month so that they could come in and talk to you about why they decided to take part in it, them sharing their stories. My big platform is generational sexual assault. A lot of things happen within families that's not talked about. Yep. And then we keep having broken woman after broken woman after broken woman because things keep happening after generation. And the goal is to bring some attention to it, to help people look at things a little differently and kind of be able to say, hey, we're not having this in our family no more, so let's stop it. So that's one of my platforms. And in these stories, I've shared some of my personal experiences that I have gone through, hopefully that it'll help somebody else. And you could purchase either one of those books at BonitaSpinner.com. We also have a book signing coming up for the Aftermath Life After on June 16th. We also have, yes, it's going to be a great event. I don't want it to be dry, so we're going to have some vendors. We're going to have some, conversation. It's going to be great. Great event, and it's a free event, so definitely come out and support the event. It's free. The Aftermath book signing, you can find it on Facebook, and you can go ahead and register.
My turn?
Your turn. Go ahead, give one out. Who you got to support?
Well, first, I don't have a flyer, but Jazza Inc. is Johnny Appleseed Association for you all. I sit on the board for this nonprofit. John is amazing. Like, he loves his community, but the thing is, he loves the returning citizens. That's his biggest thing. We have a training course, electrical training course, so you all can apply for scholarships. You can apply to do it. So I think that that's very important.
So what does he do? What is that?
Actually, it's a training center. We actually train and we actually teach people how to, when they come out of any jail or any prison or whatever, we teach them how to get back on their feet or whatever. You can visit jazzainc.org to find out more, to apply or to submit any kind of volunteer. If you want to volunteer, we're always looking for volunteers. So it's a great thing. It's a great organization I'm so proud to be a part of. I love you, John, and I love everything you do, and thank you so much for your support. And that's Jazza Inc. You next, I guess. We go back and forth.
Yes. So our sponsors for this tonight's show are the Empowerment Queen Rules,
Yay.
As well as BMS Talent and Entertainment. And the reason why I chose my own brands to be the sponsors are because they have a lot going on. So Empowerment Queens Rule, as you know, that is set up to be able to uplift and promote women. We're coming up on our 3rd event. That's going to be hosted at Chrome Lounge out in Fairfax, Virginia. Mm-hmm. And we're going to be honoring 5 amazing women. That should drop, who the honorees are, should drop either this week or next week. I'm super excited about this panel of women. This event is going to be talking about sexual assault. That's the platform to bring awareness to sexual assault. And these women also have some great stories to share. Not all of them have gone through sexual assault, but they all have an amazing story. They're a pillar in the community. They're hustlers. And we just want you to come out and have a great time. And I think we have like a little video that you could see.
Yes.
I think it's
Rule. Follow
BMS.
That page. I will be posting.
And we are back. So hopefully you guys will come out to our brunch. The tickets will go on sale mid June. We'll have pricing and everything up for you guys to come out. It is an amazing event, and I'm not just saying that because it's something that we put together.
And I'm hosting.
And you let the cat out of the bag already.
My bad. I don't know nothing.
She already done told you guys she's hosting. But the event is great. We have a lot of positive energy. People come out. They have a good time. Everybody leaves with, a gift. We do raffles. This time we did dancing. It's just a great event to celebrate women. Because we work a lot. We're hard workers, and it's just one afternoon where you could come out and celebrate. So
And
definitely. Oh, and we have a new venue.
It's
and
beautiful.
Definitely you could come out. And it's actually a purple and black venue.
It is purple
so
and
I'm
black.
excited about that. You
Those
know
are
those are my
colors.
colors. So the next thing we have an event coming up on June the 2nd.
Oh, yes.
Now, when I tell you June the 2nd, this event right here is going to be amazing. It's a comedy show with comedian Stiletto hosting. Oops. Uh-oh. With comedian Stiletto hosting. We have Timmy Terrell, Tony Bird, and Q Brooks.
You mean Timmy Hall?
Timmy
not
Hall.
Brooks.
I'm
Who is
sorry. Timmy Hall. Timmy Hall.
The comic cop is coming through.
Yes. And we are actually helping promote this with Tony Events. And we are very excited about being a part of this event. Get your tickets on Eventbrite, and you could go ahead and play the video Trump. Hopefully you guys will come out. And I'm gonna hand it over to Chan. She got some stuff she want to let y'all know about.
So, the first event I want to talk about, the business is Singleton Enterprises. They are big supporters. They're having their 3rd annual Pink Carpet Event Charity Fashion Show. It's in October, but we are fundraising and we are accepting sponsorships. And we're hoping that the turnout is going to be a great event this again. It's for breast cancer survivors, breast cancer. Is it
Awareness?
Awareness, and also people to come out and support and always say the names of the people who lost the battle with cancer or who are fighting and they need someone for the extra support. So visit Singleton Enterprises LLC on Facebook. We're accepting advertising sponsors. It's going to be a great event. It's a charity event, so get your tickets. There is a promo right now. There'll be more, but mark your calendars for October 7th. It's going to be a great event. And F Cancer. Let's go ahead and get it out there. Let's support these people. Let's support everybody who's affected by it. Thank you. I really appreciate this platform because a lot of the businesses that we're talking about don't get the shine they deserve. And Singleton Enterprise does a lot in the community, and she's very, very passionate. And I respect her grind for that. Shout out to you, Mitria. You are doing it. You're amazing.
So in the middle of this, I know I kind of mentioned what support means to me, but for you, what does support mean, Chan?
Support means going back and forth. Like, it's more like if you work with a business, it gets personal sometimes. They see your grind, they see you go through, they see you want to give up. So the support actually comes with encouraging words. It comes with continue to move forward and move past different things. And sometimes even if you are working with somebody, you could always ask them for advice. And that's more priceless. That's priceless. That's invaluable. You can't put a price tag on that kind of information that can be given, that kind of support, because sometimes as entrepreneurs we feel like we're alone. So having other entrepreneurs to reach out to it's even better. That's what support is for me. It's more than just sponsoring an event. It's the uplifting, the clicking the like, the clicking share, the seeing me in public and giving me a hug. That's support.
And collaboration.
Yes. Oh, collaborations is key. Celeste is the key to the collabos, honey. Intros and collabos is doing it.
Yes. So intros and collabos
I'll send you the link.
is a platform where business owners can come and connect, and it is a very safe, warm environment. Now, I've been to some networking events where you go to network and people are only networking with the people that they know, and they're not really interested in meeting anybody else because they're comfortable with the people that
Right.
they network with. And I've been to a couple of the intro and collabos events, and they're completely not like that.
Not at all.
Like, everybody is willing to meet everybody. I've met Kelly from and I wear this hat because I think she's amazing. Flawless makeup. I have not bought any lip gloss or anything from anybody since I've met her. Instead of shopping at Mac and all these other places, I rather sew into her with her makeup line. Her products are just as good. They stay on, they last. I get great customer service when I place orders. I met Kelly there. I met Val from Hugs Don't Shoot. I love Val too. And I met Lisa Borden with Borden Transportation.
Yes.
And there's like so many others that I've met through that network. So find yourself a good, safe place to network where people who actually want to network, people who want to collaborate. Borden Transportation, before we launched, she let me go live in her bus for like hours just to promote the show. So collaborate, get out there and meet people. You got another one for us, Shan?
Yes, I do. Style to the Owl weekend. Yo, when I tell you this event is amazing. It's going to be a fashion event, and it's not an event; it's experience. Hey, Tony, it's an experience. So it's happening in October. They're actually partnered with the House of Ruth, Maryland. We actually partner with them because of domestic violence awareness. That's in October. Mm-hmm. So it's a great way to get fashionable and learn about the different looks, business casual, weddings, all of that, and also give back to the House of Ruth, Maryland, who actually helps with domestic violence awareness, and they actually help with the survivors and getting them in a safe place. I think that that's where Benita was talking about with the collaborations, it's very key to partner with somebody in your community and uplift them and keep them going. So these businesses, that's a very important thing. And like, you even do that. You even partner with nonprofits and stuff like that to help raise money to do those things. So that's key. That is key to supporting your community. And, why not? It's for a good cause. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, it's very important.
And it's also important, we often as consumers, we always, sorry, she keeps distracting me talking to her live folks. Tell your live you on live, and you gonna say hi to them after we get off live.
Okay.
She just distracted me, y'all. I can't. She knows that it's
best
been
supporters we've had.
Thank you for supporting us. But see, now you done made me forget where I was going.
At least we don't have a house full of comedians today.
No, that was too much.
Just thinking. I'm sorry. Excuse me. Let's be serious.
But one of the things that I wanted to say is that when you are supporting and being out here, and you feel like you're trying to get your grind on, and it doesn't seem like it's going anywhere, don't give up. Switch it up, because sometimes you got to switch what you're doing to make it work. Everything is not cookie cutter.
Nope.
It's not going to work one way, and if it don't work that way, figure something else out. Just don't give up. I probably changed and rebranded. I just decided I'm going to close or shut down the apparel. It's just I just don't have the energy or the time to devote in it, and I'm paying for the website, the domain, and all this stuff. So I'm just going to close it. I mean, for now, you just suspend it. You just have to. That doesn't mean I failed. It just means, honestly, I just don't have the time to devote into that because we have so many other things going on and planting a lot of seeds. And some of the seeds that we've planted a year or so ago are starting to grow a little. So you would just have to figure out what's the best place to invest your time, money, and energy in, and as well as being able to collaborate. Because if you feel like you can get to where you got to go by yourself, please tell me the formula because I sure don't know it.
Inbox the information to me.
Please. Because the more people that you network with, the more people that you know, the more partners and the more people you can collaborate with, the faster and the more efficient you can do things. I know I have a lot of things that I want to do, but everything I want to do, I'm not proficient at. That's why I had to reach out to Chan because she has some levels of things that I just don't have, or nor do I have the interest in learning. So I'm going to stay in my lane and she could stay in her lane, and together we could come together and do different things. And if you haven't noticed that she works with us with us at BMS Talent Entertainment as a partner, helping us with the talent and things like that, but she's also here promoting her own company. So I'm not here telling her, well, the only thing you can do on this show is promote BMS Talent and Entertainment, and what you do is what you do. That's not how a partnership should work. She had things going on prior to working with us, and she has things going on where she can kind of help her brand grow. And if this platform can help her with that, then that's what we have to do as sisters, as women, so that we can both make it to where we have to go. It can't just be one-sided. Oh, you're here, so the only thing you could talk about are things that you're working with BMS Talent with. We're not going to do that.
All that stuff is cross. It goes both. It actually.
But
intertwines.
it still doesn't matter because the goal is for you to grow.
Yeah.
And if you have a team of people that's all starting out on the grind at the same level, as one person pops, everybody gonna pop. And it's not just like, one person go. I mean, it just also depends on who you have in your circle. If you have those type of people in your circle that they'll use you, grow on your back, and then after they get to where they have to go, they leave, then you might want to reevaluate your circle. But if you have people that's in the grind with you and they're going to rock with you and they see that you're rocking with them, when they pop, they're going to take you with them. So it's okay for everybody. I might have to give you a little bit more so that you could get to where you got to go, but it's going to benefit me in the long run. If everybody would stop thinking about self all the time, we could grow.
That's selfish. Self is selfish.
Man,
I mean, it's
let
so
it go.
crazy. Like, it's so crazy. If you share this one person's post, it's not going to dim your shine. If you speak, give somebody kudos, give a clap for them when they win. It's not going to kill you. I just don't understand that. But I'm crazy, so I'm going over to my little corner.
Go ahead, and now you got somebody else. Who else you shouting out today?
Okay, I didn't submit the flyer, but John Cia Dixon, she's out in LA. She has Coast to Coast. She's filming her comedy special on the 27th at Magoobies, right? So I've watched her. She's on Laugh Tracks, all of that, and her grind is something that I admire. Like, she's in LA doing her thing, but she reaches back to DC because she loves her city. She's actually, it's at Magoobies. It's on the 27th. So, and there's tickets available on Eventbrite. But I must say, I love her, and I haven't met this lady in person yet. But
she's gonna be here or in LA?
She's gonna be at Magoobies in Baltimore to shoot her special.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, on the 27th. So I definitely
27th of May.
27th of May. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
She is one of those. Her faith and her determination gives me motivation, and then that's the crazy part. And I've never met her face to face, never been in the same room with her. But just talking to her on Facebook and stuff like that, sis got it. You know what I'm saying? And she want to take everybody with her too. You know what I'm saying? And that to me, come on, who can't support that? You know what I'm saying? Who can't support somebody that want to carry her city on her back too?
2 seconds to share.
Yes, I'm sorry.
You can't go. You can't go to everything, but you can share.
If you put interested, let it be in your timeline. seriously, I invite people to events that I know they not even my folks from South Carolina. I invite them anyway. I don't know where they gonna be at. Just come to the event wherever I'm at. Just come, everybody, just do it, and it makes a difference. I mean, and it's about support. And then there's a girl named Izzy. Hey Izzy, she's on my live right now. I never met her. I hit her up when I was taping doing the taping for Amazon. She shared my stuff, no problem. She shares everybody's stuff, no problem. These are women who don't have nothing to gain. They're getting paid for that, but they are looking out for everybody to make sure everybody's successful. Come on now. Now that right there is love. I share so much stuff sometimes. Like you couldn't even see my stuff in my feed because I love everybody and I want to see everybody win. So that's the good thing. Love you, Izzy. Thank you.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot of effort and time goes into. I would say even bringing Rip Radio back. I can probably say that you probably spent countless hours trying to find a location, trying to get see what shows were still interested in coming back. But to be honest, I didn't see no advertisement. But when I come in here, when I go on the air, I see some of the same shows that were here when we left. So what I guess my point to that is, it's like that's another form of support. Mm-hmm. We all could have gone. We all could have got locked into another contract. Yeah. We could have done different things, but we all came back home.
But that's loyalty, though.
But it also has to do with the mutual respect on how he carried his show, because and this space. Mm-hmm. Because there's some people that you work with, and if he had a different demeanor or a different attitude about him, they would have left, and he would have been starting from scratch. But because he treated people with respect, he was straight up, he's honest, and he was fair. Mm-hmm. People like that, so they came back. So also, when you're supporting people, and I'm just using him, I'm not picking on him or anything, but just use the situation as an example of how you treat people will come back on you. Yep. So if you're out here doing grimy things to people, you're not treating people the way you want to be treated, just because you get to a certain level, that does not mean that you're going to stay there, for one. And for two, how many people you poop on, you don't know where that person that you just pooped on is going to go. Exactly. For two. And for three, it serves no purpose to be grimy to people.
But see, there's people, I will say this, and because I just experienced this, and I don't understand as women how we feel the need to want to tear down somebody else just so you could get, like, come on, yo, like, it don't make no sense. We all in this game to win it. Like, why? What is it with supporting each other, making sure your sister is good? It won't. I don't get it.
There's enough money out here for everybody.
Everybody could eat. The buffet.
And everything, every situation is not for everybody. We've had a lot of positive feedback on the Aftermath, Life After, and I'm going to speak on that because that feedback comes directly to me. I know what people are saying. There are some people who enjoy reading the book. There are some people who didn't want to purchase the book because the subject matters were too heavy. So that's okay. Because this particular book might not be for that particular audience. So I can just cater to the audience that I have. But then there's another type of situation where that person may purchase your stuff. On social media, this is my point I was going to make. People will be out there and they'll say, hey, do you know somebody who does XYZ? If you know somebody who can do it, instead of just scrolling by it, why not share it or tag the person that you know who can do that service? Charmin did that to me today. Mm-hmm. Somebody was talking about needing speakers for domestic violence and sexual assault. She knows that that's a platform that I'm on and I'm in. So she tagged me in that. Okay. If I see somebody who's looking for things, board and transportation, starting a business, I'm gonna tag Lisa, I'm gonna tag Chandra, and I'm gonna let people know, hey, here's an opportunity. They may not get the opportunity, but at least they're in a position where they had something that maybe they would not have seen, or it didn't come up in their feed, or they're not in that group, whatever the case is. But support is important when you're out here and you're seriously trying to grind. I mean, I can tell you there's times where I'm up 2-3 o'clock in the morning, researching, trying to find out different ideas, trying to make my niche a little different. There's so many people out here doing empowerment events, but they're not doing the empowerment events the way I'm doing it, and I'm not doing it the way they're doing it. My audience may like the way I'm doing it. Their audience might like it, but why can't the audience like both?
Yeah, it's
And
okay
attend
to
both.
like both. Like, it's okay.
Just like, you know, I kind of have the issue with people comparing Power and Empire. I mean,
Does
why
Power
I
have
can't
songs?
like both?
Does Power have songs?
But I'm just saying, but why can't I like both? Why I gotta
They
pick?
different. I don't know.
But why I gotta pick though?
You ain't gotta pick.
I'm not going to pick.
I wouldn't. They
Oh.
don't pay your bill.
June's at the door. He's short. I can't go to the door. But
Did you really just put him out there on the radio like that though? He at the door and I can't. He's short. I ain't going to the door.
I
Will you
can't.
please go let our security in, please? Did she really just say, you know what, you are something else?
I'm sorry. So we have fun. That's one thing I can say. And the one thing we haven't had it yet, but it's going to come a moment. The more we get into this, Chan and I not going to agree on every direction or
We
every
don't.
decision. We don't agree now.
No, it was something we didn't agree on. I don't remember what it was.
Oh,
but
we don't agree on everything. I don't care.
We
See,
don't.
it must have been very insignificant
listen, yup.
because we're not going to agree on everything. But it doesn't mean her way's right, my way's wrong, and I'm darn sure not going to be the one say it's my way or nah, because that's not how you do things.
When we disagree, though, we work through it and we actually find a common ground and we move forward. That's the difference, because you be like, you know what, maybe we should do it this way, and I'm like, we actually talk it out and then we keep it moving. That's the good part. Like, yes.
So again, support. So whose turn is it now?
Who didn't stick to? Huh? Oh.
Somebody didn't stick to something.
Oh, yeah, she wasn't. She got thrown off because our CFO was at the door. Sorry, Nessa.
What'd I do, Nessa?
She said you were totally confused and didn't stick to her talking points. We know. Sorry.
I'm sorry, Nessa.
Aunt Nessa, I'm sorry. Love
I'm
you.
so sorry.
Can't wait to have brunch with you again. You were so much fun. So I will say this, like, the next event, can you bring it up? I don't know what my other phone is. I need to talk about the wow, I have the Giz, I have the Breathe, I have a lot of topics. A lot of people to shout out. But let's talk about this event that's coming up for Black and Missing. Teases Comedy. He is a comedian, a Christian comedian who is the petty Christian. He's actually do you have it? Bring it up real quick. I just need to read it off. That's an event. Black and Missing is inbox it to you on Facebook.
I know my phone is.
Oh, okay, Black and Missing. What did you do that, man? Did you abuse him?
No, he was like that last week.
My bad. Black and Missing is an organization that advocates for the missing. Pause. I'm sorry. What happened? You okay? Oh, okay. Can you bring that up right quick? Oh, okay. Sorry, that's okay.
You're not staying on topic either.
No, she didn't mean that for us. My bad.
Huh?
My bad. I'm getting Tease's information. I'm waiting for Trump to come back. We're going to change his name because I don't like saying Trump. I don't know. What's your mama name you?
Huh?
Trump. He ain't going to give us his government.
What's your other nickname?
I'll give it to you already.
Okay. So on Saturday, June 2nd, the 10th anniversary, they're celebrating the 10 years for Black and Missing Foundation. So it's very, very important that we support. It's at the Pitch Tavern or whatever. It's very, very important that we support this event, because guess what? When we come a missing, don't nobody be looking for us. Don't nobody care that we missing. So there's this organization actually lists the black, the brown, and the color folks on their website. I know I said color. I don't know what the PC thing is. but they actually list us missing and actually advocating for us to share. So if you all have, you know, you all have to be aware that there are people advocating for everybody. Hi, Uncle Alex. I'm sorry, my uncle is watching me. Love you. I'm sorry. That's my uncle.
So,
Hey, Lenny.
so what else you got, Chan? You got another one?
Yo, I could go on for days.
Okay, well then let me get a turn then. So we also have another person who's also been extremely helpful is McKinnon Acting Studio. I actually teach there, well, first and third, but now it's second and third Saturday, where I help mentor parents who are trying to get their children into acting. So when I tell you that it's a faith-based acting studio, Mark puts a lot of effort and time into the talent that he does. He's doing it exceptionally well in his career. But if you're looking for a place to take your child who wants to get into acting, definitely go to McKinnon Acting Studios and sign up for his classes. Again, I teach there on second and third Saturdays. It's a great environment for your children to learn monologue, how to act when they get in front of castings and different things like that. So I definitely would recommend that you reach out and check them out if you're looking for a place to have your children learn to act. And then I have one of our favorite people, Three Divas Design Studio.
Love you, Teresa. Yes, that is a multi-purpose space. You could do anything. That infinity
That
wall
space is amazing.
She's amazing.
She is definitely amazing. And actually, how I found out is I did a recommendation. I asked, does anybody know a space? I don't even remember what it was. I was looking. Oh, the Zumba party, I think. I think that was the first thing I did there was a Zumba party.
Oh.
Where we did
I ain't
Zumba
been
exercise.
3 years, but go ahead.
Yeah, I think that's what I did there. And then I've done a casting.
We did do a casting there.
I've done a couple of events with her, and it's amazing. The space is nice. She's easy to work with. You've got to go look up the Three Divas Design Studio.
It's in Upper Marlboro,
It's
Maryland.
in Upper Marlboro, Maryland. And if you have a baby shower or if you're looking to host something really nice, you can use her space. If you're doing a photo shoot.
That infinity wall, I can't wait to go act the fool in front of it.
You already did, though.
See, what had happened was...
You did a shoot when we were there for her anniversary party.
I did in my TNT dress. I sure did. I was doing it up.
I know everybody out there know TNT. We got to shout out
The
TNT.
plus size she got me together. Yes.
I love
that dress.
Yeah, if you are a little fluffy,
A little fluffy. Yeah.
just a
Slicker
little
than two
fluffy,
Snickers.
she has the clothes for you. I mean, just because you fluffy. What was I getting ready to say?
Ooh, I don't know. Thicker than two Snickers. They gonna say that. Shoot,
If you're a little fluffy and you want to look cute, she will get you together.
and she will pull up.
And she has a truck.
Yes.
And it is super cute. You go on there. You can even try your clothes on in her
There's a dressing room.
We kind of cut up in her truck, didn't we?
We did, because we was doing the most, but you know what?
We cut up a little bit in her truck.
Yes, we did. But that dress was everything that you
I did get a dress. It was very cute, and I'm ready to get my other dress for a couple other events that I got.
There's a black and white dress. I hope she still got it because I have to have extended sizes. So yeah.
Yeah. So definitely check out TNT. That wasn't even on my list, but I absolutely love her customer service too. Mm-hmm. She does events, she does fashion shows, and she does cater to fluffy women. So everybody can't be a size 2 or a size 0, and you can be cute even if you're not a size 2 or a size 0. So definitely check out TNT. I know that's right.
Hello.
You got another one?
Yes, I do. Shoot, I don't think he has a page. His name is Trevon. Mm-hmm. He's a fashion designer, and I saw his pieces. I've been stalking him low key. I've been stalking you.
Is that the one we met at Three Divas?
Yes, he styled that shoot with whatever she had in her bag. When I tell you, he put that thing to that style shoot together. He had the makeup artist Shay, who was beating them faces. She was everything. It was a great experience. I will say I will get him a whole bunch of fabric so he can put my dress together. But he's amazing. You can send him a picture and he will make it. I was so thankful to meet him, and I met him at Teresa's studio. You will find connections at Teresa's studio.
Yeah, because she had she's actually doing a couple of things that she has coming up that she kind of reached out because again, people who collaborate, they reach out and they collaborate with people, and she did call and she wanted to collaborate on a project that we're going to talk about probably in a couple weeks once she nails everything down and lets me know what it is that she
Really?
what
Really?
she needs.
Really? Security. Security. So he did it, though. He got over that, though. Yes, he did.
Only if y'all knew the shenanigans that go on in here after behind the scenes.
But I will say this, though. I know we got to wrap it up. I will say this. I'm so thankful for the connections. I will like to plug Breathe the Musical and also Giz the Go-Go Musical. Those are two things that are coming. The Giz is coming to MGM. You know, it's going to be major. So get on now. Don't get on later because we ain't got time for that.
Right.
Get on now. We don't have time for it. But I will say, I thank you. I can't thank you enough, yo. Like, yeah, I ain't even gonna do this. Let me go get my snickerdoodles. Take my fat
Ooh, from
behind.
Iverson Mall.
Y'all,
That's why we got the fluffy T&T though, because we looking for them Iverson Mall
I'm gonna
cookies.
eat them snickerdoodles until they close that store. Hello.
So I had one more support that I wanted to talk about before we get off the air. So a lot of times, I don't know if any of y'all know about it, where when you are an entrepreneur, you can be somewhat a little challenging and difficult at times.
Really? Now?
And I think that I have the biggest support system ever. And even though sometimes he probably thinks I don't appreciate his support, I truly do appreciate his support. I don't know where you're going. But my husband, I have to tell you, when I tell you that I have him going 90 going north all the time.
That's him over there, y'all.
I also have him, I don't know. I just want to make sure that he knows that I do definitely appreciate everything that he does for me, with me. And I know that sometimes he's like, what are you doing? I want to start a radio show. I want to do this. I want to do that. And he's, you know, no matter what it is, until I kind of get completely out of control, you know, he's always there for me. And he's always there also to reel me in when I need to be reeled in. And I just want to make sure that he knows that I do appreciate everything that he does. And make sure that he knows that I do I am sensitive about my ish.
They're so cute. And here all lovey-dovey giving.
I am sensitive about my ish.
Really
so when it's not that I don't appreciate his feedback, I definitely do. And sometimes he does catch a little bit of it, just a little bit sometimes, right, June?
A whole bunch.
Just a little bit sometimes, but I just could not say talk about support without acknowledging the fact that I have the best husband in the world who supports me, who comes up here all the time, who hears my backlash, who hears me complain, who hears me up in the middle of the night.
One day.
Girl, you got to get one.
I do.
Because he is bomb.
Yeah.
Love you, honey.
Oh.
That's how we going to end the night.
I'm going to give me one.